I'm Adrian.
I am Jean-Pierre.
And this is the Rugby News. So guys, game, set, match against Portugal. Exactly what I expected. They were competitive in the first half. I think they had moments that they could be really proud of.
They can. I think they can hold their heads up high for this, after this game.
100%.
I was completely wrong with my prediction again. I said with 80 points, but if it wasn't for the red card with Andre Esterhuizen, I think it might have blown out.
Out of proportion, yeah. Maybe before we get into it, we'll do a little bit of a recap of the game. We'll do some of how we think the team did overall, and then we're going to chat regarding the Springbok squad for the Rugby Champs. And then just kind of, what does the next couple of weeks look like for the Rugby Nerds and the people who like watching us?
Yeah.
Quick one, guys, before we get into this, I have noticed not a lot of guys subscribe. So please subscribe. It doesn't take a lot of effort.
Yeah.
Press a knoppie.
Yeah.
Anyway, so for me, Jean-Pierre, overall, I think the biggest thing that we wanted to discuss really is the new players and how they did.
Did Rassie get what he wanted out of this game?
And what players performed, what players left us meh,
yeah,
and what players we had high expectations from. If you look at the scoreline, I think it's a true reflection of the game. And again, we kind of sound like a broken record, but the disruption of Andre Esterhuizen's red card, I think, had a massive impact on the game, even though it opened the door for Lukaya to get a lot of ball.
Yeah, and also on that, the Australia game, they used the 20-minute red card rule.
I was thinking the same. I was hoping that was in play. I'm like, hey, it might still be fun. And I'm like, okay, that's not going to happen today.
Yeah, it ruins the game. A red card ruins the game. We've been speaking about changing that rule a bit into that 20-minute thing or something like that. And
exactly, yeah. Yeah,
it saved the Wallaby game because the game didn't water down because of the red card.
Yeah, and but also to replace a wing is a bit easier than replace an inside centre because Lukaya Ahmed just play inside and outside, which he did brilliantly well. Yeah. But we digress. so I think if you look at the front row, I think there were solid performances there, and I think for me that would stand out because of the competition. A lot of people would say they did really well. I wouldn't say we can judge them fairly
on that game,
especially against Portugal. It's not really such a great team to. Not the backline, different conversation though.
Yeah.
But if you look at them, I thought we were fair. Salman Murad's captaincy was solid. Again, I don't think he's there yet. This is my personal opinion. I have to tell him well done for being a captain and the first Muslim captain in South Africa. Well done, mate. I know it means a lot to that community, so good on you.
He's been solid the last few games.
He's that guy. Look, he might still come into his own.
Yeah.
With time, but I do think he's that guy. He might just be that player.
Yeah.
He's always going to give you what you want, like a Zane curse.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
We used to like him because he was very solid. He knew what you had in him. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
Exactly.
And sometimes that's okay. Anyway, Elkis Neyman, massive game. We just had a quick chat before we started the podcast. He had 9 passes in the game, and 5 of them were offloads.
Yeah.
But we were making fun. It's literally just runs around like that.
How do you defend that? You can see the guys just jumping around.
Okay. But I also think the Portuguese players actually tried to disrupt him.
Yeah.
I think they actually went out to get some type of rise out of him.
Yeah, just get under his skin a bit.
And I think they got it right. But that didn't faze me. I think, maybe I'm going to digress, but I thought the ref was a bit off the pace for me in the game as well. And she was very consequential in the game, which slighted this for me.
She might just have tried too hard to put down her authority.
And I thought that was a bit too harsh in certain elements. The croc roll from Kurt Arendse, it wasn't effective even.
Yeah, because a game like this, it's I would say expedition.
Spectacle.
It's a spectacle, so you have to let the game flow. I would have let that red card, I wouldn't even have given the yellow card, just to let the game go. Maybe it should have been a red card.
The letter of the law.
Yes.
That's what they're going to say. We didn't see the contact, but obviously, in the TMO
I saw the contact, but it was
minute and it dented his knees. They didn't even put any mitigation in there. I would like, though, one thing I would probably appreciate if they would tell us these were the mitigation factors, not maybe they just have something about them, no mitigation factors.
Yeah, exactly.
So we can kind of know what's up. Anyway, carrying on, loose forwards. I'm gonna go to Pepsi Buthelezi. I thought he was really quiet.
But we were quite excited about him, and it didn't play out as we thought.
Yeah, he had little moments, but I wouldn't say he made a big enough impact to consider him this year as a Springbok. I think like we always say, and we mentioned this a couple of weeks ago and last week, Rassie will give caps away.
Yeah.
And when he gives that cap away, you really need to grasp it with both hands. Because if you get out of the mold, you can be out of the mold.
And just to add on to that, the same with Ivan Roos. So we did say he got the opportunity against Wales. He was solid. And I didn't think it was enough for him. I thought Elrich Rowe would come straight into the mix after that, so he got another chance. Elrich Rowe is on the bench, and there Evan Roos got left home.
Yeah, so again, it's a very selfish player. I think he's got a great tackle fight. He plays really hard. You can see he tries a lot, but he tries too hard.
I just think it comes down to maturity at this stage. So
100%. He plays like a high school guy wanting to shine. I want to catch a sign, coach. Look at me. I'm Evan Roos. Catch me if you can.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work at that level, and I think hopefully he matures enough, because what's coming for him is more pressure, because you've got folks like Cameron Honeycomb
coming
in the wings. They might, he seems very flary or very exciting type of rugby player.
Jasper Wiese's coming back.
Jasper Wiese's back in the mix. Anyway, so Ben Jason Dixon, he proved me wrong. I thought he was quite clever in the way he played.
Yeah.
Yes, very hard, but he had really clever, subtle moments of intelligence for me that I thought that was really inspiring.
I've liked him.
I know you did, yeah.
For a while, but I didn't think I didn't know if he could step up to this level. And I know it's Portugal, but I saw a bit of it against Wales again.
100%.
So we'll see what happens. Maybe he'll get a chance against Australia.
Yeah. So I think he's definitely gonna get a run somewhere.
Yeah.
Australia or Argentina.
Yeah.
But I doubt against New Zealand.
So who was your standout forward for the Springboks?
Africa. No, country mark. I think no one else can close to it again, because he made a massive impact in the game. Anyway, backline, quickly to scrum off.
Yeah.
Kobus Reina. You couldn't even remember who he played, could you now?
Yeah, I had to think for a second now, because it was a bit of a
meh.
Yeah.
It's a meh game.
And Shem, also Mani Lebok,
Jean-Pierre, finish your sentence. I've also got some thoughts on
No, I just wanted to say, kicks aside,
he's a great player.
Yeah, he is.
He's got such subtle touches.
He must be our best.
His hands are
amazing.
Next level.
And I think there's a lot of
guys.
There's
a lot of guys that
I don't think there's a lot of fly-offs
his vision
and his passing,
how quick hands.
Yes.
No, I don't think, other than Richie Moanga, there's a fly for World Rugby with his hands.
Because just imagine this, just quickly on the side, if say Damien de Allende and Andre Estrez was unavailable for some reason, and you play someone maybe like Pollard on inside centre, or even
I know where you're going with this.
Even Sasha, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Not Mani having
no pressure on the kicking team.
Imagine how he will play in that Springbok team. That's just my opinion. So
personal comment, Butch James.
Yeah, exactly.
Play your game.
Yeah.
Go out there, go have fun. Just really explore your skills.
Yeah, because then Mani will have a field day.
Yeah, I thought I know everyone's going to tell us you guys are talking complete nonsense, but put the kicking aside, you would see he's such a talented player.
Judge him without the kicking. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I know you kick you pick your kicker first before you choose your team, but there is other options for kicking.
There's definitely other options. There's potential with Damien Williamson, fullback. He can kick as well. You have Mani Lebok as a backup. But anyway, so we're gonna skip Andre Estrez, and there's nothing to talk about. He got a red card, so. It is what it is. I thought, but he smashed it. Okay.
That was a nice tackle.
Good night. Both of us are done. So Lucayo was magic. He looked so comfortable.
He looks like himself again.
He looked comfortable, but he was really. You could see Jean-Pierre. He was really playing to his skill set.
We are big fans,
but but he's got so much flair and freedom.
I get so excited because Lukhanyo looks himself again. So there's this competition that's going to happen between him and Jesse Kriel now.
The JK method.
Yeah. But even that try when Lukhanyo scored that try, that little jinx he does, how much confidence must you have to like do stuff like that before the try?
And I have to be honest with you, the Portuguese backline wasn't bad. They've got gas.
Have you ever seen anyone run
in 20 meters?
But not just one of them, two of them.
They've got some serious speed, and I have to say that number 23 came on.
Yeah,
he was excellent. Their wing was excellent. The fullback was excellent.
Their backline was good.
They have some really quality players out wide. I really look. They don't have the pack. Unfortunately not, but I think they were excellent. So wings, Marcus Oliver Pipe, he knows how to find a try line. It's as easy as that. That guy, he finds a way close to the try line and he scores.
You have to give it to him.
Yeah, that's one thing. You know,
he's not as flashy as the guys like Colby's and Curtly Oranges.
No, but he puts himself into a position to score.
Yeah, and that's what
that's as simple as that.
Isn't that the wings?
That's your purpose.
Yeah.
Right? He will not go, let's inside, so he will go for the corner, so I'm going to score there, do my awkward dive, and score a try.
And he does go and look for work as well.
Yeah, but that's the thing, he pops up.
Yeah.
He pops up and he scores a try.
Because that one try he scored from the midfield. So,
so he pops up when he's bubble. Curtly Orange again, classy act.
Yeah.
I think he's a really good talent, and also defensive game, except but the Portuguese wing is much faster than him.
And you can't say, I mean, Curtly Orange ran around Marcus Smith at one time, and Marcus Smith is no slouch.
But a lot of the French players as well, and this oak caught up to him easily. Actually, there's no other word. Easily, and then Fussy, right? Yeah, Fussy
was fullback. Yeah.
I think he would have played well if it was a big team. I think Fussy's going to be a big team guy. A big team guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean by that? I think he's going to do well if he gets tested.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to get a chance, but anyways, that's. Like for the squad to, predictions 100%. And so on, but
100%. So off the bench, notable mentions: Krappy,
Sasha.
Obviously Sasha. Yeah, well done.
He's probably the standout rookie at this. Well, he must be the standout rookie at this point.
Yeah,
the most talked about rookie.
He's a serious talent.
Yeah.
I think we have to be honest. There's a lot of hype around him for good reason.
Yeah, if you go back to our first podcast a few weeks back before the first. Before the Wales game, and we said we didn't know much about. We can't understand what the hype is about. I understand what the hype is about.
I'm pretty sure the coaches talk among each other, saying, "Listen, Oak, you need to look at this kid.
Yeah,
there's some serious talent here." So he's a guy for the future. I would still love to see him playing a full game against a strong side.
And where would you play him in a Springbok team?
Jeez, man,
if you had to start. Because he plays predominantly inside centre for the Stormers.
I would probably look at inside centre, to be honest with you. I think, but you're wanting to get the ball in hand in what we saw the weekend. You're actually wanting to have the ball, right? Just to make those plays, to put people away.
But he got most of that opportunity the last time against Ireland from fullback. So.
But again, maybe fullback is his way. It's like you mentioned, let's say you have a scenario 100 pullouts injured, right? You can play him fullback when Willie will retire, guys. and then Marlon will fly off.
All you haters.
I'm very excited about Willie though.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, so quickly, my team rating would be a 6 out of 10. I think we did well. I think that we, unfortunately, we got very disrupted with yellow cards, but it's the nature of the game. I think we adjusted really well in our situation. We were on 13 players for 20 minutes of the game, 14 the whole game. So I think it was good. The Portuguese side isn't as bad as people think they are.
No.
They had some really close games in the World Cups, against Wales, against Argentina.
Beat Fiji.
Beat Fiji, guys. So that's not
and Fiji beat Australia.
This is probably one of the more exciting Tier 2 nations, upcoming Tier 2 nations. And you could see the support. There was some...
And with these quick backline players, I'll watch their games. I really will.
I would. But it's not Namibia, though. It's not Namibia.
Yeah.
That's where my heart lies. Not really. So, cool, guys. So JP, how would you rate the team?
Yes, I wish the red card didn't happen, but that aside, I would say 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10, yeah. The gameplay was average. We adjusted to what was in front of us.
I must give us maybe a special mention just for how we managed the game with 14 guys for the whole game. So maybe a 7.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Okay,
cool. So quickly, Rugby Championship squad. great, strong team.
Yeah.
Obviously, tons of injuries. You got guys like Faf is injured. You know, we know about all the lock injuries.
Yeah.
Steven Kitsov's still not ready. Jasper Wiese is still out for 2 games.
Damien Willems is still out.
Yeah, so lots of injury. And Andre Essays, they're still waiting for disciplinary hearing. They potentially might be for a game. I think so.
It's both Australia game.
But it's already, is it confirmed?
With the Andre Essays.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, Jasper Wiese is
Yeah,
both Australia game.
so that's why our squad's only 32 players. Usually we'll get 40 players more.
Yeah.
So I think they will come into the mix as they progress, and obviously Edwell from the man is still out. So really strong squad. You know, if you look at the squad, guys, you can kind of applaud for being made a really good impact. As Ben Jason Dixon, Thomas Atoy had a strong game when he came on. Johan Grobler deserves it. Eldick Lowe is probably one of the outsiders that came in from the flank.
Yes, and we hoped he would get in.
Yeah, we would hope. I think a lot of folks wanted Evan Roos there.
He's probably my front runner for 8th.
I also think so. I think so. Even though Ben Jason Dixon moved to 8.
Yes. Oh, maybe Ben Jason Dixon as well.
Maybe,
but anyways.
But yeah, Ruan Okio as well. Well done, Ruan. Coming from the side, coming into the squad. I think.
But he's been on Russie's radar for quite a while.
I think so. He's the mold of player that Russie likes.
Yeah.
You can look at Eldick Lowe as well.
Yeah.
All the Bulls players are slowly but surely coming into the team now. And then you can see Jan-Erik Wessels, also a great player. And then, so, so well done to those guys coming into it. I'm glad to see Malcolm Marx here. I was so scared of a long-term injury, so it means it wasn't as bad as we thought, which is nice to see.
Great.
From the backs, Faf de Klerk was obviously injured. A lot of people had some like, why isn't there?
I thought he was dropped when I heard the news.
He was flipping average, let's be honest.
Yeah.
He was average for us. He really needs to pull up his socks. He is under pressure to play well, I do think so. Morne van den Berg, sorry, we didn't actually touch on him. I thought he was okay for 5 minutes, and I thought he was average for his time. That, when he bowls a caterpillar, it annoys me tremendously. When you bowl a caterpillar to do that up and under, I don't like that. Stop doing that. Just kick, make a move. But otherwise it reminds me of Ron Pino when he plays scrum off.
Yeah, that's
sorry. I know talented guy.
But
the Springbok jersey was very annoying. So other than that, Gene, I think it's a tremendous squad.
Yeah, notable absentee Evan Roos.
I think he didn't do enough. And no one can tell us he didn't give him enough chances.
Yeah, that's true.
He had more than enough chances to prove his point, to make his mark, which he didn't. Unfortunate for him, and like you mentioned earlier, his style of play is slightly immature.
Yeah.
And he'll probably need to lift his game somewhat.
Yeah,
he needs to make those little adjustments.
Yeah, in stupid old terms, he needs to become a team player, and that's what Russie's whole philosophy is about.
I don't know if anyone knows the story about Salman Murad. Did you know about the story why he was chosen?
No.
So essentially, he was the Stormers went to go tour, and he went to go support the Stormers on his own dime.
Wow.
So just because that was mean captains, that's why he became captain for Saturday, because he's that guy. He's a team guy, and there's a lot of, you can look into that of what the person he is.
Yeah, and Russie's about the person, and
So we'll cut it short, guys. There's a lot of things looking forward to us. We've got a new sponsor coming in soon. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
They're going to do some fun stuff with us. The next couple of weeks, we'll kind of do some our teams of the tour of the July series.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about the Rugby Champs coming up. And
speak about the Australia game, the first one.
Yeah, and
it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. Did you see
I don't like that.
Yeah, that's weird.
So it means coffee or shakes, maybe.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I don't drink beer that time in the morning. But
He used to.
I probably will have a beer.
But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching.
Yeah.
Please subscribe. Please follow us, and please
ring the bell. Yeah.
And we'll catch you soon.
Yeah. Love you guys.
Peace.